Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. This is Randy. So I was asked the other day in my live if I was going to be covering a follow-up to the CK One Summer Daze. And so I told them yes, and I showed them a little clip of me in the mall. And so in this video, I'm going to be covering my first impressions of CK One Summer Daze, a new release by Calvin Klein. So without further ado, let's get it.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah.
All right guys, welcome back. Again, this is Randy, back with another video. Thanks for joining me. Before I get into it, like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell if you want future notifications. If you like my videos, I really appreciate it. So in this video, I told you I was on my first live the other day, and I was talking to one of my subscribers, and he just said, hey, I know you did a preview video of the new releases you were excited about, and one of them was CK One Summer Daze. Did you by chance test it yet? And so I did. And so I told him I would be doing a video in a few days, and here you go. So this was one, again, I did a video a few days. I'll put a info box up there if you guys want to watch that. It is Calvin Klein's follow-up to a month or so ago release of Eternity Summer Daze. A lot of people get those confused, especially because they're the same name, but it's Calvin Klein's Eternity Summer Daze and then Calvin Klein's CK One Summer Daze. CK One is almost like their cheaper designer version compared to their other designer version of Eternity. So I honestly consider them both low tier, and CK1's a bit lower than Eternity. But I told you in that first impressions of Eternity Summer Daze video a couple weeks ago that I will never buy an Eternity or a Calvin Klein fragrance, CK1 fragrance, at full retail ever. And man, was I right, because 2 days ago, Eternity Summer Daze came onto Fragrance X for 41 bucks, and then it sold out almost immediately, but it will be back. You'll find it at rack stores for about 40 bucks. And instead of paying $40 or $80 at Macy's right now, you can buy it for 40 within the next month. Just hold on to your money. So anyway, this is CK1's newest summer edition. And so their summer editions are usually limited editions, but they'll usually be able to be found for a few years afterwards on discounters and stuff like that. So this is actually a really nice fragrance. I'll give you the note breakdown first. The top note is kumquat, mid notes are mint and tea, and the base notes are white musk and vetiver. So I'll give you the video up on the screen. I went to Macy's a few days ago. They didn't have a tester. They told me to come back. In this video, they did have a tester. It's the same as the CK1 bottles, all the rest of them. It's just orange. It's very similar to their other summer releases as far as what it looks like. Just very summery. It's orange. It's great. It matches what supposedly it's supposed to smell like. I haven't heard anything of reviews or anything about this, so I was very interested because I was guessing it was going to be an orange kumquat smelling fragrance. So what you get in the opening, again, I sprayed it on my wrist about an hour ago. And I can tell you that in the opening right now, I don't have the opening on my skin, but it doesn't change much. It's about 90% the same throughout the whole fragrance. In the opening, you get this candied grapefruit kumquat orange mixture. It's a mixture of those three. Even the Macy's guy that I was talking to, he works there, he said that he also gets grapefruit and orange, doesn't know what kumquat smells like, but it could just be that kumquat giving off the grapefruit and orangey vibes, because there's only one note and it's kumquat. But I can tell you, I get a bit of grapefruit, a bit of orange, and a bit of that kumquat. It's candied, it's synthetic, it smells great. It's unisex. I would definitely say it's unisex. It doesn't feel masculine to me whatsoever. More of a daytime fragrance, not a nighttime fragrance, and definitely a spring and summer, more summer fragrance daytime. So far, again, it doesn't change that much as you get into the mid into the dry down. The only thing that I picked up, I didn't pick up much of the mint. If anything, it was just a very background nuance, but I did get a bit of that tea coming through. Not like a hyper-realistic tea, but it was a nice tea note, like something that you would find in Chrome, I believe it's Chrome United. And it's something similar to that. mixed with that candied grapefruit orange kumquat mixture. And then when you get to the base, you get a bit of that musk coming through. It's not animalic, it's kind of just a supporting note in there to carry the other notes into the dry down. What you really get from it's a candied sweet fragrance, a little bit aromatic with a bit of woods in there. It doesn't, even though there's not a woods note in here, and you also get a little baby bit of an earthy feel, but for the most part, you're just getting a sweet fragrance, and that from beginning to end. Right now, I can even smell it. Yeah, and right now, all I'm getting on the card and on my wrist is a bit different, but it's still really sweet. It's just a candied fragrance, and I like it. I'm not gonna knock this fragrance, but it's a CK fragrance. If you tried other CK fragrances, it has that synthetics. It's a sticky candy fragrance that has those fruity notes, not much citruses. Even though it feels like there's some citruses in there, they're more of the sweet side of citrus and not those like, that you don't get that zing that you would get from like a lemon or a lime. It's just the sweeter, candier version of it. So I know I said candy about 100 times, but if you want to know what the fragrance smells like, that is what it smells like. So it's CK One Summer Daze. It's a great fragrance for what it's for. I wouldn't pay more than about $40 for this fragrance, if that. But again, save your money, wait about a month or two. It's not about if it's going to hit the rack stores and discounters, it's about when. And it's either going to be a month or 2 months at max. You'll see it on there, then you can pick it up, you can test it out, but it's a nice fragrance. It's not one that I would wear every day. Maybe if I just wanted to have a playful smelling day. It's very youthful smelling. I would wear this maybe to the pool or to the beach if I just wanted a few hours. So I don't know the projection or the longevity of it, although it did project about a little bit over arm's length on my arm for that amount of time, for about an hour or so. It did die down a bit, so I'm gonna guess this is going to die down very quickly, and then it's going to have a longevity probably about 4 or 5 hours. If I had to say, that's what CK1s usually go for, about 4 or 5 hours, unless you're talking about CK1 Shock, in which you get a lot longer than that. But at the end of the day, it's a nice, sweet fragrance, nothing out of the box. But for a CK One Summer release, I would say it's probably my second favorite in the CK1 line, my favorite summer release at this point. But let me know if you guys have smelled it in the comments below. Like and subscribe, and also hit the bell. But again, yeah, just let me know. I'm really interested in your thoughts, but I'll be back with another video.